Welcome everyone. I am back with another video. The topic of this video is transhumanism part 2. So basically this video will be like a continuation of the previous video because I ended up having to break it up because there was some things there that it forced me to just do two videos. So bear with me. This information is for entertainment value and education value only. Please do your research. So following up with one of the questions that I asked previously, if you think that the statement total eradication of the human race is something that is far out there, think again. Because I think I just stumbled on some more additional information that will really pretty much really back up that statement in a way that I think I would approach it, because it's not the total eradication of the human race, but the total eradication of the human race as we know it. It sounds more logical to me, is what I said previously. So stay tuned and we're going to go through this information. One of the other points I was making is that cryptocurrency and how the Nano Ledger X, and that I was showing you in one of my other videos, and if you've been sticking with me, you would know exactly what I'm talking about when it come down to that, and how I was saying that everything is linked together. Okay, AI, artificial intelligence, and cryptocurrency, a great duo. So let's get more and dive more into this. With the advancement of technologies, the global economy has been digitized to facilitate secure and safe transactions. To facilitate secure and safe transactions. So it said it has been digitized. It doesn't say it will be. So keep that in mind. The cryptocurrency market has been the most exciting to watch over the last few years, considering its blistering returns and daily swings, which can create panic even to the most seasoned traders or investors. Its incredible momentum, along with the large number of individuals flocking to open e-wallets and exchange accounts, is impressive. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is a modern technology that is specially designed to integrate human knowledge into machines. This technology is generally implemented in the form of robots or smart machines, thereby making it learn continuously and think like human intelligence. So I have the link below. You can get that. Okay. Delinking the human from human rights. Put a comment below if you ever heard of delinking. Okay, delinking the human from human rights. I personally have not heard of that term used before. Artificial intelligence, or AI, and transhumanism. So AI and transhumanism. Okay. The development of artificial intelligence and transhumanism are challenging what it means to be human, and who or what constitutes the human in human rights. Human rights frameworks are deeply embedded in a discourse that privileges the human in human rights. However, conceptions of what constitutes the human are being eroded through the development of artificial intelligence, or AI, and transhumanism. So both AI and transhumanism support the emergence of new kinds of humans. Yes, you heard that right. New kinds of humans. Not the total eradication of humans, but new kinds of humans. So looks like we'll still have humans, but they won't be as we knew them. once this technology is in full force, perhaps. So click the link below there, and you can get that link and look further into this documentation. So inside Elon Musk's battle to save humanity from the AI apocalypse, according to Musk, developing AI responsibly should be a top priority, or else things could turn very sour for us, or for US, I'm thinking. So immediately, what sticks out to me is the term apocalypse, which means revelation or the revealing or the unveiling. So if something was needs to be revealed, that means something has been hidden. So I mean, I don't know about you, but I watch a lot of history channels a lot of times, and I have been seeing a lot of truths being dropped. Things I thought was one way turns out to be a total different way. And I have to be honest. I really feel like everything I was taught, like in the past, was a lie. I really do in a lot of ways, especially in some ways, from a religious perspective as well, because um, like even lately, like we used to preach about revelations a lot back in the day, but today, like the recent churches, I never heard revelation being talked about that much. So it makes me wonder, really what, because there is some, I'm starting to see a lot of things that I didn't know, as far as, books being missing, and that come to find out it's not the complete Bible, but it's books that were taken out, and also that there is, a lot of things could be lost in translation, because if you're trying to translate from one language to another, and you just keep doing it over and over and over, somehow the true meanings could be lost within all that. So, I'm thinking right now, again, what is it? I mean, how could you make a truly informed decision about anything when you really don't have all the facts? Or if, things been added or taken away, or whatever the case is. Put a comment below if you're feeling some sort of way when it comes down to religion and so forth. Not to say that I don't believe in Bible. I do believe the scriptures. I'm going to be having me some scriptures, okay? So that's not going to affect that at all. But in the end of the day, it kind of the mean. I feel like some of the meanings, and like I said, there's some things that, unbeknownst to us, have been hidden or what have you, and needs to be revealed. And a lot of things have been being revealed lately. A lot of information has been coming out. So I just feel like we need to continue on and just ask the right questions, get the facts. So I have another question that I want to put forth. So do you think that man is free or enslaved? And I'm going to give you my thoughts on that, which is, I think that man is free, but they have limitations. And also I think that there are degrees of slavery. If you have wealth as well, that could help buy you some freedom. But I don't think man is truly free until he shuffle off this mortal coil and move on to the next. It's true freedom, as far as I would think, because even in this body, your body can you can have pain and so forth. So I don't think that's really being free when you have pain, or if someone's suffering from pain from day in and day out. I don't think that's truly freedom. So we're like trapped in his body. We have a mind, body, soul, and spirit, real complex being. So I just don't really know how one could, make a firm decision or be completely aware of everything if they don't have all the facts. Put a comment below what you think about, the different, like, the distortion of history and different things like that. And that's a long thing one could get into, but I'm not wanting to go there right now. But let's go ahead on and go into the next. like I was saying before with in the other video, there with anything you have good, you have the bad, and so this particular the futuristic bio robotic arm, which can be controlled by brain waves, the device could revolutionize how people with disabilities interact with the world. And for example, if you had someone who was in a tragic accident and everything else in their body was working fine except for their arm, and they just got a robotic arm, I think that would be something good, um, very good. Okay, but in the end of the day, I think it depends on whose hand a lot of this powerful weapons of mass destruction and powerful science innovations and different things, whose hands it in. And it also depends on whose hands you're in whenever they get ready to implement these things, you know, to a certain degree. I mean that's the main thing, because I don't think I really, I'm thankful for science and thankful for, all the innovations and, anything that can advance humans. I'm pretty much all for it, really. To be honest with you, that would be my entire opinion on that. So I have this last two clips in here, actually. The RoboCop 1987 film, and there is RoboCop 1, 2, and 3, I believe. And the 2014 film, I just put a little small clip in there because it asks the question of why are Americans so robophobic? So answer that question for me. Why are Americans so robophobic? Okay. After listening to all the information we heard and knowing that, we have all this surveillance and you're being watched, you're being listened to, and, all, I mean, pretty much everywhere you go. So, and then now you're thinking about, um, and because when I'm looking at these waves, I'm thinking invasion pretty much has already taken place. And let me know what you think, because I do feel a little bit robophobic. When I think about nanotechnology and its use in medicine and so forth. How we use that. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking if we actually have that technology, we can actually be the same way you can take that technology and use it to say, for instance, for a disease, one disease, you can take that and actually cure someone as well. So why are the cures? Where are the cures rather than, because we can? I'm definitely, when I'm looking at the futuristic the arm, the being able to manipulate the brain and to tell the arm to do what to do. I'm thinking that's because when you think about neurology, that's something that's very tedious and very, one of the most, highest of sciences, that it takes someone that's really skilled and knows what to do. And if we have that technology, why aren't we seeing it in some of these less famous diseases? And when you go to the doctors, you have to pay a lot of money for. Sometimes some people have to pay thousands of dollars for their medication, and then you have one disease that is spread globally, and then it's supposed to be free, and it really doesn't guarantee any cures to anything. How would that be forced upon anyone? So that's my concern when it gets down to some of the technologies. But one other question I want to ask: do you think that law enforcement would be amongst, just as, healthcare? We talked about healthcare. We talked about, you know, education, as well as transportation. How all these different jobs, some are gone, and some are going away. Do you think that we're going to be need as much as law enforcement, as far as you seeing people, law enforcement driving down the street and being like the presence of it in the streets, like in cars and so forth. Especially since we got cars that can drive, you know, you know, self-driving cars. Do you think we would need, and then also robots? So you think we need? Do you think that we'll need um, law enforcement? So enjoy this clip of RoboCop 1987 film. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, I appreciate and have a great day.
Give me all your money, bookworm, or I blow your brains out. Now fill it up on number 7. Don't do nothing stupid, man. I'm a good shot. I can hit you in the eye from here. Hey, man. What you reading in there? You a college boy or something? Huh? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh? Think you can outsmart a bullet? What do you say to that guy? I'm talking to you. What do you say? Huh? Huh? I'm talking to you. Drop it. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I know you. You're dead. We killed you. We killed you. What if I told you that even the worst neighborhood in America could be made completely safe? How do I know this? Because it's happening right now in every country in the world but this one. It is great to see American machines helping to promote peace abroad. So then tell me, why can't we